Most welcome guests, good morning.
Good morning.
Today, I'm here to talk to you all about a grave and heartbreaking issue. That issue is the mass murdering of sharks. Every year, it's estimated that about 100 million sharks are hunted down and killed worldwide. Sharks have been killed so much that the population of some species of shark has declined by 90%. And the reason that sharks are being killed so much is because of, that's right, you guessed it, money. In countries on the eastern side of the world, shark meat and shark fin are in high demand. Because of the high demand of shark meat and shark fins, sharks are now being overfished and are in danger of going extinct. And I know some of you are probably thinking, who cares about sharks? Sharks are ruthless monsters that eat humans all the time, and they deserve to be killed, and the world is better off without them. And that's where you're wrong. According to statistics collected by an organization called the International Shark Attack File, in 2012, sharks were only responsible for 7 human deaths worldwide. 7. You have a higher chance of being killed by a vending machine than you do by being killed by a shark. It's true. The statistics show that vending machines actually kill 10 to 13 people a year. Second of all, the world is not better off without sharks. Sharks are the ocean's top predator, and they keep the ocean's ecosystem in balance. Without sharks, the ocean's ecosystem would go crazy, and that would negatively affect the planet. One of the possible negative effects of the continued mass killing of sharks is that a small organism called phytoplankton could go extinct. Phytoplankton are responsible for producing half the oxygen on Earth. And without phytoplankton, sharks eat the animals that eat phytoplankton, and without phytoplankton, sharks eat the animals that eat phytoplankton, and if sharks continue to be killed, the animals that eat phytoplankton will overpopulate and eat all the phytoplankton. No phytoplankton means 50% less oxygen. 50% less oxygen means the death of a lot of life on Earth. So now, let's talk about how exactly sharks are hunted down and killed. Fishermen go out to sea, and they take these extremely long fishing lines, and they throw them into the water with hundreds of hooks attached to them. The hooks have bait on them that attract sharks. Once the sharks are hooked onto the fishing line, the fishermen either drag the sharks onto the ship by the hooks that are in its mouth, or, and this one looks like the most fun for the shark, the fishermen take a giant sharp hook and they thrust it into the shark's body, and then they pull it onto the ship. And the fun doesn't end there, folks. Once the sharks are on board, while they're still alive, the fishermen take a burning hot blade and they slice off the parts of the shark's body that they want. After the fishermen have gotten what they want from the sharks, and remember folks, the sharks are still alive, the fishermen just kick the sharks back into the ocean. Most of the time, fishermen only slice off the shark's fins. Because the sharks no longer have fins, when they're thrown back into the water, they can no longer swim and they sink to the bottom of the ocean. At the bottom of the ocean, they're either eaten alive by other sea creatures or they very slowly drown. Now, doesn't that sound exciting? So now let's talk about what exactly happens with all the shark meat and shark fins collected by the fishermen. Shark meat and shark fins are used for 2 things. The first thing shark meat and shark fins are used for are to make special potions and pills that supposedly cure or treat diseases such as cancer or arthritis. There is no scientific evidence to back up the claim that eating shark cures disease. It's even been scientifically proven that eating shark does nothing to cure disease. The second thing that shark meat and shark fins are used for are to make an extremely popular dish called shark fin soup. In countries on the eastern side of the world, shark fin soup is worth about $150 a bowl. So that's pretty much the reason that sharks are being killed. It's a huge profit. Shark fins have no nutritional value, and they only add texture to the soup. As long as the demand for shark meat and shark products continue, so will the slaughter of sharks. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to conclude my speech today by asking you all to help save our sharks. You can do this by boycotting shark products and by spreading the word about the mass killing of sharks. I don't know about you folks, but I don't want to be remembered as a generation that sat back and did nothing as these magnificent creatures were slaughtered. If you want any additional information on the mass killing of sharks, check out a documentary called Shark Water. It's a fantastic documentary. Thank you.